Well, Noel, obviously here we are at the announcement of the weights for this year's Irish Grand National. As senior handicapper, will you just talk us through the process from your point of view?
It's what we call an early closing race, Stephen. It would have closed last Wednesday. Entries would have closed at that stage. There were 89 at that stage, and it's the handicapper's job then, up until today, to work on it, put them in order. So top weight goes in first, and every other horse in the race then gets a weight allowance all the way down to the bottom weight.
And record number of entries this year, Noel, so I presume, does that mean a lot more work for you?
It does, but a great one for the sponsors, new sponsors in Ladbrokes, taking over from great sponsors in the past of Powers, who are great history in the race. But I was trying to look for a bit extra for doing the 89, but sadly, wrong time to be looking for it. But no, it was great. 23 English entries as well, and coming back on the back of a brilliant Cheltenham for the Irish with 13 winners and a successful entry as well. This 23 English, 89 entries, it was a huge entry.
And obviously, Noel, a lot of your task is governed by how some of the horses perform in the English Grand National, those that you think may be coming over. So how difficult does that make the process as well, given that there's such a short time gap between the two events?
Well, for me it's not that difficult. For the trainers and connections involved, it's going to be a hugely difficult one. But look, different horses are different and react to races. Some of them can come out very quickly, as has been proven in the past. We had John Joe Neils had a winner here, got us back in 2007, I think now. He'd won in Cheltenham, had to have the oxygen applied to him, and it looked, for all, it might never run again. Came over here, won the race, and oxygen again. So it's different horses take races differently. Our top weight today, Ballabriggs, who was the winner in Aintree, he's unlikely to come, but I think it's great for a race of the calibre of the Ladbrokes National that at least that's the way they were thinking. A horse capable of winning that, he's top weight in the Irish version.
No, we know obviously in your position you can't be given tips for races. We're just looking at, as a senior handicapper, trends of Irish Grand National winners down through the years. What kind of things should punters be looking at trying to pick a winner this year?
By and large, you're looking at lower weighted horses, which is not surprising. It's a marathon trip of 3 miles 5 furlongs. Lower weighted horses, and novices have quite a good record in the race. And I suppose you're also looking for horses who have proven form over that extended distance. In Ireland, we don't have that many races beyond 3 miles, Stephen. So you're looking for horses who have run in the longer distance one, good recent form. And this year in particular, you're looking at horses who are actually going to get into the race. The sponsors have beautiful sound as the favourite, and he might actually struggle to get a run, such as the quality of the entry.
And finally, Noel, just maybe put into perspective for us, for National Hunt racing fans and for all those involved in Irish National Hunt racing, just how big a race this is, how big a weekend it is, and how important it is to have sponsors like Ladbrokes coming on board and pumping this funding into Irish racing.
Oh, I don't think you can underestimate the value of sponsors. I would say racecourses now would give their left arm to get, some people coming to offering their sponsorship, particularly one, $250,000. It's a huge race, and it's a lovely tie-in because to me this is one of the most historical of the Irish races. Has a great record going back. We've heard talk about Arkle and Tom Draper, and I think Easter, Fairyhouse and the Grand National are synonymous with each other, and I think it plays a huge part in the history of Irish racing.